Hello everyone and welcome to another art lesson with UdoCreatives. Today, we will be going over the process of how to draw an ear using charcoal and graphite pencils. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to UdoCreatives for more art content. Unlike some of my other videos, I will not be using the grid method for this piece, even though I am drawing from a reference. I will be doing a freehand sketch to show you guys that this is also an option. Let's get started. We'll start with the base outline. I will do this using my 5H pencil. I'll have my Mono 0 eraser on standby for corrections when needed. Follow along as we outline our ear. Now, the base outline is done. We can move on to shading. For my charcoal powder, I use the Jakar compressed charcoal set. Next, I will use a sponge to lightly apply some mid-dark gray compressed charcoal around the background of my work. Any foam sponge should work. I'm using the sponge because it covers a large area. Again, notice that I am lightly applying it. Next, using my 4B carbon pencil, I will be making some outlines more pronounced. These will represent some of the darker areas of my drawing. I will blend these pronounced parts mostly using my hard brush, and sometimes using my blending Stomp. I will use my Mono 0 eraser for correcting when necessary. I will apply these steps around the outlines I want to darken. Remember to experiment and practice to get a better command of your skills and tools. After this, I will blend these outlines using my bristle brush. You have to be patient with yourself during this. I can seem repetitive, but that is part of the journey. These dark outlines will help as a guide when we start shading. After this, I will smoothen around my piece using my soft brush. Now, we can start shading our work. I will start by applying some dark gray compressed charcoal to the region underneath the ear, using my bristle brush. Next, I'll complement that area using my Conté charcoal pencil. It gives me a very dark finish. I will blend this with my hard brush. I'll repeat these steps of pencil shading and hard brush blending until I'm satisfied. Next, I'll soften my shade using a soft brush. Next, I'll use my hard brush to apply some light mid-gray compressed charcoal along the outer plane of the ear. I'll blend this with my bristle brush. Next, using a 6B Faber Castell pencil, I'll slightly improve some edges. I blend this using my hard brush, and then smoothen it softly using my bristle brush. I'll repeat these steps around the outer plane of the ear. Once finished, I will smoothen using my soft brush. Next, using my bristle brush, I will apply some light gray compressed charcoal around my ear. Make sure to keep within the lines. I will smoothen this with my soft brush. Next, I will go back to that lower ear area and apply some black compressed charcoal using my hard brush. I'll blend with my bristle brush. I will spread this shade outwards to connect with my earlier shade. I'll also start applying dark compressed charcoal around some unmarked areas of the ear. Again, these will be blended using my bristle brush. I will now apply dark compressed charcoal around my dark outlined areas to give them more depth. I'll blend with the same brush. I will complement this with my bristle brush on areas of a softer shade or blur. As usual, I am using my Mono 0 to correct some edges. I'll use my soft brush to soften my shades. Next, I will use a hard brush to apply light mid-gray compressed charcoal around the inner part of the ear. Pay attention to the center highlight I am maintaining there. What I'm doing to create this center highlight is to avoid that area, or use a softer touch around it. I will blend this using my bristle brush. I'll repeat this until I am satisfied. Here, I am blending around using my hard brush. I'll smoothen with my soft brush next. Next, I will use my Bnotroj black color pencil. I will improve some edges on the inner fold of the ear. I will blend this using my bristle brush. Next, I will use my bristle brush to apply and blend in more light mid-gray compressed charcoal around the inner ear. Next, I will apply and blend in some dark compressed charcoal to create some subtle depths on the folds within the inner ear. This will be done using my hard brush. I will blend these depths using my bristle brush. Next, I will use my bristle brush to spread and blend in some dark charcoal around the ear. I will soften with my soft brush. Next, I will shift my focus to the lower part of the ear. I'll start by using my bristle brush to apply light mid-gray compressed charcoal around the area. I'll use the same brush to blend. Again, I will soften with my soft brush. Next, I will use my hard brush to apply grey charcoal along some edges of the ear. This will give a very slight depth. I will blend this using my bristle brush. I will do this again, but this time, I will use dark grey compressed charcoal to create a more pronounced depth. Again, I will blend this using my bristle brush. And soften with my soft brush. Next, I will use my Mono 0 to highlight the edges on the outer plane of the ear. Using my flat pencil eraser, I will be adding some textures as well. Notice the subtle and careful touch I am using here. I will smoothen with my soft brush. Next, I will use my Mono 0 eraser and Perfection eraser to pull out the main center highlights. I'll use dotted patterns for this. I'll use the Perfection eraser to add this pattern around the ear, in areas that need some highlights. I'll smoothen with my soft brush. Now, using my gray polychromo pencil, I will create more subtle textures. Feel free to be a bit creative with your patterns. Experimenting and freedom in art builds your skill set. I will keep texturing around using these tools. Texturizing is all about being creative. Now, I will work on pulling out some more subtle highlights using my Perfection eraser. Then it is back to adding textures. I will highlight some edges again and blend them with my soft brush. I'll keep highlighting edges and creating textures until I am satisfied. Next, I am going to use my soft brush and some white compressed charcoal powder to blend around my work. I'll keep highlighting edges and creating textures. Don't be shy to leverage your tools and create something amazing. Remember to experiment and practice to get a better command of your skills and tools. And there we have it. Now we have come to the end of this tutorial showing how to draw a realistic ear using charcoal and graphite. I hope that you've gained insightful techniques in this tutorial, and I hope to see you use these techniques in your drawings. Thank you very much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to UdoCreatives for more art content.